Greetings everyone, thanks for stopping by. Moo Dogs, Frugal RCs, and more. Coming to you today from the Research Kitchen, we are bringing you another ukulele review. This is one made in China and branded by SanDona. SanDona is a company that has been selling their ukuleles on Amazon.com, and I believe Amazon worldwide. I think you can go on pretty much any one of Amazon's site, if I'm not mistaken, and be able to get this ukulele shipped to you. If I'm not mistaken, I think they are international. I will correct that in post-edit should I need to. With that being said, though, we are looking at a concert-sized ukulele with a solid spruce top. This comes in a complete kit, guys. Nothing more to buy. You're getting the case, the ukulele, a tuner, spare strings, a little instruction booklet, as well as a strap. So everything you need to get going in the hobby. For those of you out there that might be playing guitar and looking for a good instrument to start out on, and even gig with, dare I say, this is also acoustic and electric, so it does have the option of going plugged in with this one. What you're getting with this kit, guys, as mentioned, is this nice case. So the case that comes with this is a Cordura, nylon Cordura, pretty decently thick as far as the material goes. The padding that is provided in this case isn't the greatest, so I will say that if you're going to be carrying this on your own and transporting the instrument on your own, it's okay to use. If you're going to be letting somebody else handle it, like a kid or someone you don't trust, or if you're tough on your instrument, I would probably recommend getting something a little bit more robust. But this is nice in its own right, and it's all included in the package with nothing more to buy. Double stitching on this one, guys. Nylon zippers with dual pulls. You have a carry handle right here. There is a small pouch in front here with a zipper that you can actually fit, you know, a spare set of strings or your tuner or something else inside of. So that's nice that they provided that as well. We'll get into more of the case and what's inside of it in just a second. You're also getting a tuner, clip-on tuner. Now this is from another company, from another one of my ukuleles, but the tuner that comes with this kit is the same, and it's good for tuning guitar, bass, violin, as well as two different tunings of the ukulele, and that just clips directly onto the headstock. Nice thing about this too, guys, is it also includes the battery, so you have nothing to purchase. You are getting the 2032 coin cell battery with this package. You're getting a little manual with this as well. I don't have it handy to show you, but that will give you information on, you know, kind of naming the different parts of the ukulele. A kind of little thank you note in there. Some information on how to contact the seller directly through Amazon if there should be any problems with your instrument. Very good, very responsive seller, I might add. So I think this is probably going to be a safe bet for those of you out there looking at purchasing something like this. Let's take a look and see what the rest of the case has to offer. Again, I mentioned it does offer kind of a minimal protection on here for, you know, just for your basic use. You could take this out gigging with this bag and still be okay, again, if you're the one that's going to be doing the carrying. Now, we'll take a look at the uke in just a second, but you can see the inside of the case is a soft nylon feel. It will not mar or scratch your ukulele at all. The back of the case is going to offer one single shoulder strap, and it is adjustable but not removable. So let's go ahead and get the uke out of here. We can get the case out of the way. As mentioned before, guys, this is going to include a strap with it. Nothing really too robust or to write home about, but nice that they included at least even this kind of thinner strap. But it's nice, and it works out pretty good for what it's needed for. We're talking about a solid spruce top on here, guys, and I have confirmed that. The grain of the wood actually follows the inside of the hole, so that to me tells me that this is in fact a solid top ukulele. We have a walnut bridge, walnut fretboard, what they're calling a white brass for the frets all the way through. The fretboard has a binding going all the way around. If you guys can see that at all, there's a black binding going around that fretboard, and the frets are cut nice, and there is no sharp edges whatsoever on here. The fretboard as well looks really good. Grain pattern is good. There's no major divots or negative grain pattern anywhere in it. The nut and the saddle are both going to be ox bone, so you get that nice nice responsiveness from the instrument. I did do a small setup on this when I got it, which is customary for me to do. I went ahead and I took some material off of the saddle, as well as filed the nut down a little bit to accommodate a little bit lower string height toward the higher frets here. This is going to have 18 total frets, guys. We have fret markers at the 5th, 7th, 10th, 12th, and 15th fret, as well as fret markers up on top of the fretboard. So nice to see that. I've seen a couple lately that have the fretboard itself marked, but there is no fret markers up on top where you need to see them. We have a binding on here, guys. So we have a PVC binding all the way around the front as well as the back. We're dealing with akume wood for the side and back material. The side and back are both going to be laminated, but nicely done. This color is called the latte version. This is available on several different colors, both solid and burst versions of it. Now it's all going to be a matte finish similar to this, with the same type of rosette on here, which is laser etched. At first I was kind of on the fence with the big SanDona logo staring at you from the actually staring forward from the sound hole, but the sound of this instrument is good enough for me to forget about that, so I really don't pay much attention to that anymore. But nicely made, nicely done on there. Fabulous sound from this. It's really quite astounding, and I'll give you a little demonstration in just a second, but you can see the headstock on here, guys. Again, we're dealing with a laminate akume wood, and the logo on here, the SanDona logo, is in fact laser etched on there as well. The tuners on this one, guys, are going to be closed gear tuners, and we're dealing with kind of a textured feel on the buttons as well as on the actual bodies of the tuners themselves. These are metal bodies and plastic buttons on here, but they work really well. It holds a tune very nicely and very smooth to operate, so kudos to that. The neck on here is going to be a three-piece affair, guys, as which is customary on a lot of these types of ukuleles. You have one section here that is going to be for the headstock, then you have the neck itself, and then the heel is one separate piece as well. But nicely done on this, guys. Not really too much to complain about at all. The sound of this thing is pretty amazing for the money. You're looking at about $65 for the complete kit with the case, spare set of strings. Now I want to mention on strings, this is going to come pre-strung with Aquila Super Nile Gut strings. They are what they are. Some people swear by them, some people love them. My personal preference is I don't care for them a whole lot. They tend to mute, in my opinion, the sound of the ukulele, and also kind of restrict some of its resonance, in my opinion. So I went ahead and when I did my setup, I replaced the stock strings with these are Diodario titaniums. I use them on all my ukuleles, and I've had really good luck with that type of string on my ukes. All right, guys, as I mentioned before, this is an acoustic electric ukulele. I wanted to show you where this thing plugs in, and a couple other things, or one other thing real quick too. You'll notice that there is a strap button on here, and if I didn't mention that before, that is not included on the uke when you purchase it new. I went ahead and installed that myself. The strap that this does come with is going to include a string, kind of like a shoestring almost, that you would tie around the headstock if you wanted to connect it that way. I prefer my straps actually be connected directly to the body, so I went ahead and installed that strap block or strap button myself. On the back of the ukulele, guys, you can see there is another strap button, but this one also doubles as a plug-in for an amplification. So you would connect your cable directly in this hole right here, and then plug it into an amplifier of your choice. And I can attest to the sound quality and the reproduction. It's going to depend on what you're plugging it into, but it sounded really nice plugged into a friend of mine's amplifier. I really think that this is a good instrument for playing at home, for practice, for new players, for more seasoned players that maybe are playing guitar. And for those that are looking to explore different instruments, I think this is a fabulous deal. All-inclusive, nothing more to buy. Just a really great deal. Let's have a listen. Like I mentioned before, the biggest gripe I had about the ukulele when I got it was looking at this huge SanDona logo on there. But again, the sound quality of this ukulele makes me forget all about that. All right, I'm going to strum a couple chords, give you guys an idea what this sounds like, and you can let me know in the comments what you think. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. See you all in the next one, and God bless the Brew Public.